Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. We're actually here inside Super Bowl experience set up here before everybody gets in, and I'm doing actually a test here to see if we are exactly working or not working. And forgive me, I'm going to go over here to my computer because I've got to make sure that this is working, and I want to be able to broadcast, if at all possible, live. Oh, there I am right there. Live stream. Okay. Let me open up the computer here, guys. Let me open up the computer here and see if it's working. So we're doing actually a little test of the equipment to make sure that everything is going to work. How are you doing? Hail to the Redskins? I don't think so. Trying to make sure that I know you guys are going to copy my password here. I know that's how you guys roll. Um, Exit that. Let's get to bam. Close all this stuff. All right, here we are. Let's see. Live streaming. Okay. Anybody who's watching right now, how's the sound? How's the picture quality? Is it buffering? Does it look terrible? What does it look like? So full screen wise. Okay, so actually, hmm. Okay, so here we are. Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this doesn't work. Okay, so here it is, guys. I am literally able to go ahead and bring you guys the broadcast and stuff, but I realize how far behind I am in the times. I'm actually going to turn the camera right here, and I'm going to show you guys some professionals that are actually with real gear here. So, look, look, look. I want to steal that thing. Oh, did they hear me? Okay. So we're doing actually a sound test here. We're actually going to have a lot of NFL players that are going to be coming here. So United Way decided that they needed somebody a little bit better than the crap that I do. So they actually hired these guys. These guys have stuff we're talking like on Netflix and everything else. These guys have worked with like YouTubers that have like 300 million or whatever, YouTubers and stuff. And now they say they've worked with Jobu Sports Report. Okay, all right. They won't tell anybody that. But anyway, we're going to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look at what's going on in here. And it's amazing to me. Most people have no idea how much actually goes into production, equipment, time, and effort to do even just a few seconds clip. They will literally spend tens of thousands of dollars just on equipment. There's 3 guys that are here just to film all of this stuff, and you look at the equipment, you look at the size of the camera. Damn, that's big. And it's kind of cool. And when you start looking around and you see how many different film crews, over here we have a Fox setup. Around the corner there's a CBS, NFL Network. There's so many people that are here literally to cover and bring all the action of the Super Bowl. It's just amazing. So I'm going to slip over here and check real quick, see how this actually looks. Oh, not bad. Okay, so we may actually have pretty good Wi-Fi system in here for this. Now the cool thing is we're going to have a lot of NFL players that are actually going to be here as well. So we're going to be doing a lot of broadcasting and things. Good morning. How are we doing? We'll turn the camera here because I don't think they want to necessarily be behind the scenes over here. But this is the reason. The reason that I'm actually here is in support of United Way Character Playbook. They actually are running a Super Bowl contest. Now I'm going to tell you guys, listen to me. Listen very carefully. If you want the opportunity to be here and be part, buffering on your end, okay, let me see. It's buffering a little bit. Well, it may buffer quite a bit, and that's why I'm doing the test now. Once a lot of people get here, the Wi-Fi system may end up um, bogging down some. Although I'm looking over here, I've got the feed on over here, and it's actually coming through pretty good. But if it does buffer, what we'll do is we'll just record it and be able to have all of that footage and stuff later, because hopefully we're going to end up having a few NFL players, so to speak, out there. So you've got to my right over here, we have a meeting of the minds going on with Character Playbook, and everything's just getting set up. Well, hello there. How are we doing? We are actually reporting live from NFL Experience here before the place opens up. I'm doing a test stream for, of course, it stopped. It stopped. It hasn't stopped on my end. I'm just sitting here looking at it on my laptop, but it's still running pretty well. So it's buffering on your end and it stopped. Interesting. How's the sound on it? Does the sound still good or not good? The lighting's not fantastic for doing this because we got so many different lights and stuff in here. And I think my camera screen, I think may be a little bit dirty as well. Let me check something else out here. Okay, so it's slowed down a little bit. Finally caught me live. Well, yeah, like I said, right now we're just doing a little test run here. I'm actually getting pretty good signal in here. I'm surprised that you guys saying it's buffering. So, okay, I'm gonna run this for a few more minutes, just like I said, to see it's all good. Okay. Well, here's the cool thing. Even though that my equipment is pretty much ghetto, and actually, let me, bam, get the camera there a little bit better. Didn't mean to get that close-up of myself here. Even though my equipment is caveman in comparison to it, the fact that this is actually working live here is actually pretty amazing, in that we're actually able to broadcast. So hopefully when we get some of the players and stuff in here, we'll be able to actually stream it to you guys live, and that's kind of cool. So hang on for 1 second. So if you look at my monitor over there, it's actually live on YouTube at this moment. So we can actually broadcast live depending on how well. You're not on camera.
We could do that. We could patch in the audio wirelessly over there, and you could just sit over there with headphones on.
Okay. All right. So looks like everybody is Looks like everybody is good to go. All right. So if everything's working cool, it's all good? Okay. So we can go ahead and broadcast live. I'm glad to hear that. So I'm going to go ahead and save this until we start getting some players and things in here, and we'll be able to do. Oh, one question. Sound-wise, is it up loud enough for you guys, or do I need to add it up a little bit more? And maybe I will turn it up just a little bit more. Hopefully I don't do it too loud that you can't hear. So let me know sound-wise. Can you hear okay? It gets to be crazy in here, so you literally have to eat the microphone, and I'm eating the microphone right now. What would be really kind of cool is if I were able to actually get a player standing right here and talking to you guys. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? You know? Back, forth, right? Yeah. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see if that works or not. I only have one stand I brought with me. Oh, here it is, right here for it. Okay. And the good thing is, I've got. You really only need one of the batteries to power it.
Really, for how long?
I've gone through and I've done 4 hours of live streaming with the batteries and still have plenty of power on
And
them.
these are charged?
They're charged, and of course, there's another set in there as well. So, haha. Here's what's kind of cool. Um, what's kind of cool is these guys are actually borrowing some of my equipment. Okay, just my lights. That's it. It's just the lights. It's not like they're using my camera. But oh my God, look at this. Look at look at that. That's the real deal, guys. Look at that camera. Jeez. Now that's some real deal stuff. And I know you guys are wondering what my part in all this is. Well, basically, I'm the in case shit happens guy. I'm here in case shit happens and they need to find a solution. So I'm just here to support everybody and anything they need and so on. Got it? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Hello from North Georgia. Hey, North Georgia, come on down here to Atlanta, man, and be part of all this stuff. And oh, hey, and then the dial, of course. Okay, so looks like we've got a meeting of the mind over here. I'm not sure exactly who that is. That's my lovely wife over there. So anyway, we're all set up here, ready to go, ready to broadcast. Oh, back to you guys. How is the sound? How about them Cowboys, Cody? How about them? How about them not being here? How about that? Perfect picture, perfect. Okay, cool. All right, glad to hear we got a perfect picture and everything else. This is good news then. So let's check and see. I want to actually try something out here. When I walk all the way over here, you can see some of the kids are actually, let's see if you guys can see me. We have the kids actually doing the virtual reality. And oh, look at that. And we have a pro right here. He's filming. So we have professionals actually here doing the real deal, and I'm just here spreading the mojo, so to speak. And I'm going to let the camera run a little bit just so you guys can see a little bit about what's going on here. And I need to, let me change something here settings wise. Okay, so the good news is this is, forgive me here, guys. We've got to. Okay. All right, so that's a little bit better. We got the lens cleared, so it's a little bit clearer through here. So the Super Bowl experience hasn't actually opened up yet. We're just actually playing around here, and waiting for the crowds and stuff to go through. The videographers are right over here. They're going to be doing a lot of videotape work and stuff, and you can check out some really looking good. Okay, and well, the picture looks clear as a bell right now, so that's kind of cool. So they're working on getting their stuff together and all that, checking out the lighting, checking out the scenes and things. So we're going to be able to hopefully get a lot of really, really cool stuff for you guys. I really, really love this. Think they'd get mad if I touched it? Don't tell anybody I touched it. But let me show you guys a little bit more here. Turn the camera some. There's so much stuff that's going on out here. There's, of course, the lockers over here with an NFL shop that's in here. There's a play field that's over this way. Over here, they'll actually have cheerleaders over here. You can get your picture taken. Um, Back over this way is actually autograph signing. Charles Haley was here yesterday, 5 to 7. Unfortunately, was busy and couldn't get back for that. He's going to be back today. Charles will be back actually today between 5 and 7. So if you want to get your autograph of Charles Haley, you can get him. Oh, and here we're getting ready to do a little bit of work here. Let me check, see how this is looking. Okay. The diet's working. I appreciate that, man. Um, yeah, well, here's, they're actually setting him up. Oh, I need to talk more into the mic. Okay. Sorry, let me talk more into the microphone. Let me eat this thing. Let me adjust the microphone up a little bit more. Okay, hopefully that'll be better as far as the mic goes. And behind Michelle here, we have, can you step back? Thank you. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Oh, and of course, they're getting ready to do like an interview and stuff. We should get Jason to play the game. Okay. How you doing? Not too much. Chris, how you doing?
Mark,
Nice to meet
how
you.
you doing, man?
I'm doing really, really
we gotta
good.
get you a Falcon shirt, man. Get you a Falcon shirt rather than you having that Cowboys bull jive on.
I'm sorry. Say that again one more
The
time.
Cowboys bull jive on in the ATL.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as you can see, I defend the star everywhere I go.
It's all good. We got Cowboys fans everywhere.
Oh, you're right about that.
People, they like weeds, man. They grow it.
We
They
grow everywhere.
everywhere.
All right. So, what do you think about the setup here?
The setup is amazing, brother.
Yeah, the location is incredible here, and I got to tell you.
There's only certain places that have enough convention space where you can have the NFL experience and the media center right by each other. And this is one of those. And then have a spot that is big enough where everything is in here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I got to tell you, this building is humongous. I've definitely gotten my 10,000 steps in every day that I've been here walking around this place. So, tell me, what is the one thing I have to do while I'm here in Atlanta?
The one thing that you have to do while you're here in Atlanta, you need to go to King Center.
Okay. King Center, okay.
You need to go to the King Center. It would be great to go to the aquarium. Absolutely do that. But you got to have some soul food.
We had Fox Brothers Barbecue.
Barbecue was great. And then just really soak it up, man. Spend some time out in the park and just really soak up what Atlanta is. From CNN to Turner Field to Coca-Cola, these brands that really represent Atlanta, that are world changers, world influencers, along with the fact of seeing the rings and understand that this is where the 100th Olympics were here. And that's because this is the home of the civil rights movement. This is where Dr. King came home to as he went to battle. You know, there were still battles here, but he went around the country and then he came home to Atlanta.
Amen to that. All right. So, what is the one stop I want to eat dinner at tonight?
Oh, it just depends on what you want. I mean, Rathbun Steakhouse, Rathbuns is
No. Something that's truly Atlanta that I can say that this is it.
well. Again, you're saying when you say truly Atlanta, Rathbuns is a great place. Two Urban Licks. But if you're saying if you want in Atlanta, like just real down Atlanta, now you might want to go to Busy Bee. That's right down the street by Clark, Atlanta, and that's where you get you some fried pork chops, get a whole bunch of stuff that'll hopefully you don't eat too often, because otherwise it'd be trouble.
Yeah, it don't sound keto, I can tell you that, but I'm gonna try it, man. Thank you so much for everything, man.
Awesome, brother. Thank you.
So we've got all kinds of people that are here and so on, and we're gonna be covering this thing. We're gonna be having a ball here, and we will be having who knows who shows up here. So don't be surprised at anything that you guys see, and thank you very much for the super chat there. Okay, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. Okay, give me a break here. Um, I'm very new at this. I'm very actually new at this. And let's turn the camera over here. See, this is what's cool is they're actually doing interviews and things like that. So I believe we have actually 21 NFL players that are coming through, and even one Dallas Cowboy player. So we're gonna have a ball here today. Um, I guess I could just actually let the camera just run, and so on here. I do need to get something else out of my box here, equipment-wise, or else we're gonna have a problem. So hang on, guys. I gotta move the camera. We're gonna move the camera over here. I appreciate any and all suggestions on making this better. So thank you very much, guys. Okay, so you can see the real people are over here working. It's actually kind of amazing because you've got the video guy over here, who of course is videotaping. You've got another guy who's over here, who's actually the sound guy. He's getting all the audio and stuff on there. And then you have the other guy who's in support and doing whatever else it takes to get these things together. This is kind of cool being here behind the scenes watching all this stuff. And I can't wait till we start getting some of the players in here. That'll be really a lot of fun. I have the patience of the job. Well, I'm just actually happy that it's actually broadcasting. Um, we'll see how well it's going to do once this place opens up and everybody starts using the Wi-Fi system. So,
Great opening. Everything he's saying is gold.
Okay, so friends, what you're actually looking at is former NFL player Chris Draft, who I was actually talking to there earlier. Of course, he wants me to become an Atlanta Falcon fan. That's not going to happen. But we're going to end up having all kinds of former players and stuff here. Of course, the police will just go ahead and photobomb you as well. And I'm seeing some of the comments, but the comments just literally fly through, so I don't always catch them because I'm trying to keep eye contact and take a look at the screen as well as try and look down here. So everybody who's joined into the stream, I appreciate it. I know I saw Katie in the house all the way from England. So this broadcast is international, and this is just going to be the beginning. We are literally going to be here all day long, and the place hasn't even started up yet, and so on. So let's take a look around through here, and there we go. Hopefully you guys can see the screen real well. Hopefully the broadcast is coming out pretty good, and hopefully you guys will have some fun with this. So who's in the house right now as we take up a little time here waiting for this thing to kick off? And let me know, am I loud enough as far as the mic goes? Let me slide up this way. Let me look actually at the computer screen and see what's what and who's who. I see Corey, I see Frank, I see Roger, I see Katie. How are we doing, Katie? I see Stephanie. Falcons, boo. Yeah, there you go. I see Q, thank you. Q, appreciate the super chat. Roger, Stephanie, Cody, Sax Lady 123, Isaiah Fishroom. Fun fact for the day, you live in Ohio and it is minus 12. Damn, it's so hot out. Yeah, so I'm not going to complain about it being about 25 here this morning then. But everybody, I appreciate everybody coming through here, taking a look and everything on here. And it's going to be a fun day today. And I'm just hoping that. So the photographers, they've done their thing. And we've got Michelle and Megan over here that are actually doing Instagram stuff, interviews with them as well. So it's kind of cool. It's going to be a fun day. And hopefully, and remember, guys, until 3 o'clock today is your opportunity to be here. $10 donation to United Way will enter you into the contest. And I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of opportunity. There's 2 packages that are giving away, and the odds right now are fantastic. I don't want to tell you to do this because there's not that many people that entered, but I'm going to tell you to do this because not that many people have entered. So go to united2win.com and enter. Listen, if you win, you'll be here on the Jobu Sports Report. Not that that's a big incentive, but I'm telling you, go there, be here, be part of it. Like I said, there's nothing like a Super Bowl. Nothing, and I mean nothing. Got to check something here. I need to actually upload. And see this guy over here? He's going to make sure you guys stay in line. Act up, and he's going to get you. Okay. So what is everybody doing today? And has anybody checked out Katie? And Katie calls it. She's actually doing quite a lot of new things that are out there. She ended up, well, if you want to see a beautiful woman sleep, definitely check out Katie Calls It. She's sleeping through the night, but she's also doing some really interesting stuff. If you watch her artwork and things, it's actually amazing some of the stuff that she's doing, and I'm hoping that she'll actually end up doing more of it. So make sure you guys go over, check out her channel, definitely subscribe to her, and I think she's going to be doing some stuff that's going to be interesting this evening as well. So definitely check out Katie Calls It. And I just need to check something here. It's one of those two phone call days, or two phone days where you have good question from Frank. Frank, what's your question? Barkley thinks he deserves Rookie of the Year. Okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, so we've got the first interview out of the way, and of course everybody's getting their picture with Chris Draft. So while we have some dead time in here, let me go over and check and see. Only 4 days and 7 hours to the Super Bowl. Yeah, you know what? I tell you what, after the Super Bowl, I think I'm going to need to get a rest because, man, I am actually worn out. I have been running around like a crazy man. Literally, this building is a mile long, and by the time you park and carry on all the equipment and stuff, my arms feel like they're about to drop off. No problem, Roger. I'm actually glad to do this. Corey, I'm with you on that one, man. How do I get early access? Because actually, here, believe it or not, I know everybody thinks that I'm just here to have fun and everything else, but I'm actually a volunteer for United Way, where I end up doing a lot of stuff for them. Um, and we're actually here working, and that's why we actually have media passes for this. But the way everything works here at Super Bowl is you can't just go from one venue to the other. You actually have a pass for each type of event. Hopefully one of these days I'll actually have a stadium pass, like, or an all access pass, to be able to do stuff. So I'm blessed to be able to work with United Way. I get to work with some great players and things like that, and it's actually an honor for me. So I'm just happy to be able to be here and be part of this stuff and meet some great players. Um, I catch a lot of flack from, no matter what I do, people get mad at me. I really and honestly, truly try hard to make everybody happy. Sometimes you'll say the wrong thing. Sometimes things will appear different than what they really are, and so on. But you never do anything to try and put anything in a bad light or to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that. But a lot of times people think that I'm just show up and get to do all these things. You have to work and earn this stuff. I drove all the way here to Atlanta, getting equipment and getting people and stuff here. I'm literally driving people, picking up people at the airport and stuff. Like I said, I am the in case shit happens guy, in support of this stuff. I do photography, I do social media, um, get people where they need to go and so on, to try and make sure that everything is taken care of and in good light. And this whole booth, believe it or not, has been in the working since last Super Bowl. It literally takes that much time of timing, planning, and everything else to make something like this happen. Um, they're already working on plans for next year's Super Bowl in Miami. That's how far in advance this stuff goes. So, oh, well, here's the thing. I need to shout out everybody who's in here, but the problem is when, let me show you guys what I've got going on here. On my hip, here, I have actually a battery backup pack that's here. I've got actually an iRig that's here on the hip that goes to the microphone that's on here. And then of course I've got this cell phone that's right here that I'm actually controlling the cameras with. Now, the good thing is the comments will come across, but they come across real quick. So I don't always see everybody that's in there because I may be looking. I don't always see everybody that's in there because I'm looking hopefully at the camera or looking at the person that I'm interviewing and things, and comments will come through or super chats will come through and I'll miss it. So forgive me if I have not acknowledged everybody unless I come over to the computer, in which case I don't know how long it's going to run off the battery. Um, so I try and make sure I get everybody. But if I've missed you, please forgive me. It's not meant to be malicious. I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure I can get as much coverage and stuff in here and be able to show you guys as much as possible. So with that being said, let me go through and say hello while we have some dead time here. And what I may end up doing is I may end up stopping this for a while just to make sure I save the battery. But starting from the top, we got Art Alexander, we got Joshua, we got Velour, we got Stephanie, we got them boys. We got Art Alexander, we got Q, we got Sheila, we've got Philip Alexander, um, Dallas, or 214 Dallas 44, um, Dream Volunteer Job, Flores, Philip Alexander. So, and of course, Katie. Katie, are you still here, Katie? Guys, check out Katie Calls It. Katie is one of our newest fans, okay? She's got the cowboy hat. She's got a Michael Irving jersey and everything else. And I was so blessed to have Katie actually come to my channel and say, I want to know about football, and became a Cowboy fan. Thank God. I mean, thank God she didn't go to like EDP's channel, and that would have been her first experience with the Dallas Cowboys, or excuse me, with football, because we know how EDP is. Whew. Yeah. So definitely check her out. She's following along the Cowboys. She's gonna watch the Super Bowl, and she's trying to learn about football. So maybe you can go there. You can educate her about how good the Dallas Cowboys fans are and things like that. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. Leave a comment. Now listen, just do me one favor. Just one favor. Katie is a very attractive woman. Very attractive. Okay. Her voice, incredible. Her voice is like music, okay? Now, you thirsty brothers, act like you have seen a woman before. Can you do that? Can you at least be respectful to the lady, okay? Yeah, I understand. Yeah, she's eye candy. We got that. She's gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. Just act like a gentleman. That's all I ask, okay? Because here's the thing. She's a mother with kids, and her kids also may watch the channel. So understand, when you tell a woman all kinds of lewd comments, it doesn't make them want to be attracted to you. Got it, Victor? You know what I'm saying, Victor? You know, say nice, sweet things. But definitely check her out because she does a cosplay where she's painting herself up. I mean, Harley Quinn. Whoa. She did this vid. Oh my. I'm still having nightmares. She did this video, cut off your nose to spite your face. Dude, that's a woman I don't think you would ever want to have mad. When she was doing like unwrapping, you should see the knife she had unwrapping the box. Just saying. But anyway, um, just go there and check it out. She's new to YouTube. She's only been in there for a couple of months, and she's growing her channel. I think she's over 1,300 subscribers now, and she's trying to get to that magic 4,000 hour mark and stuff. So if you go over there, you can definitely help her out and things, and you'll end up having a great friend that you'll enjoy, and you can show everybody how good us American Dallas Cowboy fans are. So this is kind of cool. So the question is how do I get early access? Psst, wait a minute. What do you mean? How do I get early access? Is that really a question? Come on, man. This is the Joe Boo Sports Report. Of course we're gonna get some access, man. Um, okay, all right. That didn't sound cool. No, because we're here actually working the event and stuff, and it's nice because basically we can go in at any time, you know, because you're getting things set up and you're working the event and things like that, because it's Super Bowl. So I'm just very, very blessed. Let me go down through here. Hello, Jermaine Walker. How you doing? Big D, laugh out loud. Big D, I believe me. Everything in a Super Bowl. Everything in a Super Bowl, it's outrageous what it costs for everything in a Super Bowl. Oh, let me. Okay, you don't want to look at my belly. That's another one of those things I got to be careful of because if you touch the screen, the camera will move, and so sometimes I end up touching it inadvertently, and you end up getting body shots. Didn't mean to put the body shots out there. Well, you know, here's the well, we have a lot of downtime here. We got to fill a lot of air, and that's one of the things that's funny when you go to a Super Bowl is they end up um, covering the stupidest stuff, trying to get airtime, because literally there's like 214, I believe, countries that are represented covering the Super Bowl. 214. Think about that. You've got the dumbest questions in the world that are being asked, and there's only so much that you can really cover, so you'll end up having stupid stuff that is being said. So, speaking of stupid stuff, I'm going to have a seat right here, and I'm going to give you a stupid story. The reason why the Joe Boo Sports Report is even in existence and why I'm actually here. Um, like I said, I've been a volunteer for United Way for a long time. Um, we've done things like we had a road trip where we went to 31 of the NFL markets to do Play 60 photo shoots for billboards, and literally drove from every NFL city, which was incredible. And that's how I got to know Calais Campbell, because a lot of people were like, well, how do you know him? Calais Campbell is one of those guys that I wanted on the Dallas Cowboys, but is a guy who is a leader, a guy who does a lot in the community, and is a guy that gives back, and he will always be like family to me. I've known him since I think his second year in the NFL. But going through and meeting some of these guys where you actually really get to know them on a different level, for me, has been totally a blessing. And I have a friend of mine named Richard. Richard, we were on the cruise with together. Richard is a die-hard Steelers fan. And he was like, dude, I would literally die if I could ever go to a Super Bowl and see my Steelers. And this was the year the Super Bowl was going to be in Dallas. And I'm like, you're my boy and all that, but I can't exactly give up my Super Bowl ticket for you. So what I did is I got a terrible towel and I got two cowboy towels. And everywhere we went to the Super Bowl, we took pictures of it so that way I could share it with them. So these towels took on a life of their own because we got them at like John Gruden's, excuse me, not Ron Jaworski cigar party. We got them with John Gruden. We got them with like Mike Golick, um, everywhere like Jim Kelly, Boomer Esiason, and it literally was kind of like a who's who of where the towels are. The next year, the Super Bowl was going to be in New Orleans, and so I thought I'd have a voodoo theme. And we were down in New Orleans doing a photo shoot, so I went to Marie Laveau gift shop, which was the voodoo priestess, and got a couple little voodoo trinkets. And I went to FedEx Field, took some pictures there. And a Eagle fan said that the Dallas Cowboys suck so bad that not even Joe Boo, character from Major League, could help them. So I ended up carving Joe Boo and making it kind of as a joke to share on Facebook. And everywhere we went doing NFL stuff, I would take Joe Boo and take pictures of it. The crazy thing is whenever they see an old guy down on the ground taking pictures of a voodoo doll, people would stop and say, what the hell are you doing? And what is this? Or they'd go in the other direction because they thought I was crazy. And so I would tell them that this is Cowboy Joe Boo, here to help spread the mojo for the Cowboys, and now you're part of the story. And I would take their picture and I would share it on Instagram or Facebook and things like that. And that's how the following began. And I looked at it as an opportunity where being behind the scenes here and doing this stuff as a way of sharing it with others. I'm totally blessed in my life. I'm not a rich man or anything like that, but to meet these NFL players, to be able to experience things like this, I don't want it to be just stuck inside me, especially when I'm gone. I want to be able to share it to you guys and make you feel like you're part of the story and that you're here as much as possible. So that's why Joe Boo Sports Report basically is here, is to do exactly that. So I'm always working. I'm always working on trying to do better and better. Um, just checking the headlines here while I'm going. So what's everybody got planned for today? What's everybody doing while we're sitting here? Shout out to everybody who's jumped in here. Art Alexander, you watched Katie playing video games for a minute. I just can't do the video games. I'm actually sitting. This is actually better because I can actually sit here. Um, I can actually sit here and see. It's kind of crazy to sit here and see myself on the screen um, while we're working. There's a list. There's one in particular that I'm hoping I might be able to actually sit down like right here with, which would be really, really cool. Who was a Dallas Cowboy? I'm gonna have to play it by ear, but um, a Dallas Cowboy that we talked about at the draft last year. So how about that? Car inspection today, hanging out with me. Oh, cool. Tonight we're actually going to be at a character playbook dinner, and I know Demario will be there tonight as well. Demario Davis, another guy who I wanted, and that's, and again, all of you assholes out there, excuse me for saying that, all of you assholes out there that keep saying, oh, you got stuff from other teams in your place. You're not a real Cowboy fan. Understand that when you work with somebody like a Calais Campbell or you work with somebody like Demario Davis, and you hear Demario Davis's story about how he literally was raised by his grandmother and was just about homeless, and what he has done to get himself together, and then turns around and gets it um, and doing all these things, you can't help but be a fan of people like that. It got actually it rained like crazy. They were worried about snow here. In fact, they closed school yesterday. The rain came through and was out by about 12 o'clock, and then the temperature dropped. It's about 25 degrees outside. Literally, they panicked just at the thought of having snow. That was kind of crazy. Is Katie still out there? Katie, are you still in the house? Katie. Hello, Katie. Are you there? Young Wilson, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you very, very much. Um, Katie, if you are still in the house, let me know. See, actually, let me sit up. Let me not dump over because then you see my belly. Um, Trying to look professional here today as opposed to wearing one of my just usual T-shirt type things. Barbara, I'm hoping that you'll make it here, and I'm hoping our Dallas Cowboys will be here. This would be a dream come true if the Dallas Cowboys were actually at the Super Bowl, and I actually was at one covering it. So the list of players, who do we actually have coming today? Okay, right. The players that we're having coming today? Okay, trying to find a list of players. I know of one that's going to be here, but I'm going to keep it a secret. It's a secret. Double secret. But he's a Dallas Cowboy, current Dallas Cowboy. He's a starter, and he will be playing an even bigger role next year. Started off slow, but definitely came on. Okay, so if you guys want to try and guess who you think it might be. And what I'll do is I'll give some more hints on who it might be. Not going to the Super Bowl until the Cowboys are playing in it. Okay. I wish it was Dak. Believe me, I wish it was Dak. If it was Dak, I would die, literally. But keep guessing. Big D. Michael Gallup. Hmm. Corey, Michael Gallup. Okay. I see a lot of people saying Michael Gallup, Michael Gallup. Okay, interesting. Okay. They're over here actually working with some of the people that are going to actually be doing some stuff and all that with the booth and things. I'm kind of in the middle of things here. Okay, so Leighton Vander Esch, I wish. Um, Cooper, I wish Cooper. Randy Gregory, no, it's not going to be Randy Gregory. Although you never know who may show up because with NFL Network and stuff, they have a setup that's around the corner. They end up bringing players in doing stuff. Like last year they had Dak over at the accuracy challenge and stuff. So, quite honestly, you never know who you might end up running into out there. So, yeah, you've got to keep your head on a swivel and be ready because it might be a flash of a guy going past you and things. I saw Larry Michaels, who's one of the Redskins broadcasters and stuff yesterday. I was like, "Oh, Larry Michaels, yeah, how you doing?" It's like, "Yeah, how about them Cowboys?" And it was like, "Okay, get away from me." But that's the way it kind of rolls. Michael Gallup. Well, it's possible it could be Michael Gallup. Is Garrett an upgrade over Linehan? I think a ham sandwich would be an upgrade over Scott Linehan. I think Scott Linehan actually had a lot of personal issues that didn't exactly help our team much. Um, I think he ended up having guys he kept putting into the doghouse, so to speak. What's up, Michael? How you doing, man? Scotland. Oh no, I don't want Scott Linehan here. Van Der Esch. No, don't need Van Der Esch. Um, Hang on one second here. I need to upload something. Scott Linehan. You're right on that. Scott Linehan does hate rap music. Sometimes it gets to be difficult being a one-man show. Um, Literally, I am uploading. I'm literally uploading one video to the other channel of the entranceway and getting this thing started. I have a camera right here that I'm controlling with this right here. I'm watching the computer over here, and all the stuff is going on at the same time. Yeah, you're right, Q. I see Katie's in the house. Katie, everybody, go over to Katie's channel, check it out. She does all kinds of different stuff on YouTube, from painting to cosplay to even sleep streams and stuff. And show her, teach her everything about American football because they don't cover it in England like they do here. Um, Young Wilson, you're from, oh, say hello to Katie from Hawaii. This is kind of cool that, uh, I'm old, right? I am extremely old. I am so old that we didn't have cell phones growing up, okay? There was no GPS. It used to be when you were driving down the road, you'd have to pull off, find a payphone, and call for directions or ask somebody for directions. There was no GPS, so we get lost. So the fact that we can be sitting here remotely in the middle of the with a wireless camera going to a wireless cell phone, broadcasting it out, and people in England and Hawaii, all over the world, are able to watch it. And I'm, in fact, watching myself sitting here. Literally just blows my mind. I tell you what's interesting is if we end up having um, Michael Gallup come by, which would be really, really cool, is I remember the last game with DMV Dallas Cowboy. We ended up having Katie live streamed in with us, and the way she says Michael Gallup is like really, really crazy. And I've got to actually get a clip of her saying that. And the way she says ZK, it's kind of funny too. I heard that Mark need haters to make calls. Oh, quarters to make calls. And sometimes it will give you the wrong direction. I need to move a little closer to the screen here, or that, or I need to get glasses. But you can see our crew over here. They are actually getting all kinds of great footage. We got our vloggers that are over here that are getting all kinds of content and stuff for Instagram. And for me, of course, well, I'm just sitting on my ass. So, so shout out to everybody who's come in here. So let me give a shout out, Zeke. I appreciate the help with the screen. Still have not figured out how to get that thing just right. I need to go back through and check out your video on how to do it a little bit better because, well, I'm just old and technology challenged. Um, Quang Leo, Rams. Well, I'm going to root for the Rams only because I can't root for the Patriots. How about that? Young Wilson, there's Katie, there's Big D, there's Q, there's Zeke, Elliott Experience. Yeah, it's Zekai. It's funny. It is really funny. When you hear a British accent, it's so different from what we have here. It's funny. And it's funny when people tell me I have an accent, and it's like, no, I don't. I speak normal. Um, Hang on here. Let me make sure I got this. Boom. Okay, it's up. What's funny is I actually posted it to the other channel. It finally went up. Um, as I'm coming in, and I was taping coming in the entranceway and trying to show you guys, this place is literally a mile long. I was told it was a half mile long, but a guy corrected me as we were coming in, um, and he said no, the building is actually a mile long, and I'm definitely getting my 10,000 steps in every day. But as I was going through, this guy comes up. He said, "Oh man, you're that guy, Joe Boo Sports Report." I was like, "Yeah, man, it's always great to meet Cowboy fans." He's like, "No, man, I'm an Eagle fan." Eagle fan? Okay. Moving right along. No, I think Victor is actually mad. I think he got blocked on Katie's channel from John, and I was trying to help him. I'm trying to help a brother out and say, look, man, I understand you got to be respectful to women. You can't go up there and doing cat calls and whistling and saying how much you want to do this, that, and the other. It just does not work. You've got to respect the woman, man. Take it from an old man. Not that I've ever been a chick magnet or anything else, but I got to tell you, the dog whistles don't work. Oh boy. So what I may do, because I want to make sure I save my computer's battery here, um, this afternoon, hopefully around 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock is the hour. Um, Longer days are coming for you. Mark, imagine Saturday, brother. Oh, no, you know what? Today is okay. I tell you what. For me, I'm hoping that today is the day. Today is the big day. Now, granted, we've got the Super Bowl and everything on Sunday, but today, today hopefully is the day that we actually take this to a whole nother level. Okay, just being here, doing this stuff live. The fact, I'm curious. Um, if I can learn exactly how to make sure that I don't mess up with the camera, would probably be helpful as well. Because I keep touching the camera by accident, and then you're looking at my messed up finger and stuff. Should the Cowboys draft another slot receiver in the later rounds? Um, That's not necessarily a bad idea. For me, um, we have some. Hey, come on over here.
Morning talk show with Mark.
Oh, yeah, okay. All
Okay.
right, now, you guys see me, of course, on here, okay? I literally scratched the surface. Introduce yourself to everybody here.
My name is Adam Brenner. I'm the executive producer of Shoots Media.
Executive.
Yes, it sounds nice.
Um,
Sounds a lot nicer than it is.
no, no. These guys know what they're doing. Unfortunately, not like me. I'm the old technology challenge guy, and literally, I'm just happy that I got my Mevo working and that I'm actually live streaming. But the stuff that these guys do, I mean, can you tell us about some of the projects? They're like on Netflix, that kind of stuff. I mean, like really good stuff, not like this.
Yeah, we've been producing some projects for Netflix, documentary style projects. One's about a NASCAR legend back in the day. His name's Gary Ballou. We've been doing some other stuff with artists in the music industry that I can't really talk about right now. But yeah, we've been doing really cool promo projects with, companies such as United Way and, a plethora of other companies that we're really excited about. Yeah, so anything from documentary work to promo work to branded content to social media shorts. We do it all, but we like to keep it, high end and yeah. So
Well, this is your first Super Bowl?
this is my first Super Bowl. Yes, I'm nervous. This Super Bowl.
Okay, it's still mild right now. I mean, it's only Wednesday. Tomorrow, people will really start getting here. Right now, we just kind of have the local people, but by Friday, it's going to get crazy.
Right.
So, what are you looking forward to?
A nice cold Bud Light, Dilly Dilly.
That's right there. Okay, so that's close by.
Yeah, and Budweiser's not even paying me for this. This is free advertising for them. But yeah, I love a nice cold Bud Light for sure.
How did you get into videography? I mean, you guys basically grew up together, working together, right?
Yeah, actually, my partner Will, he's the one who had a passion for it growing up. But for me, I actually got my master's in accounting. I was a business guy, and we just linked up and started a company together. And next thing you know, here we are. So
Accounting to photography.
I know. Well, I'm not really much of I am a creative, but more so in a business sense. Will is more so, he's a true creative. So, that's what a producer is. A producer, he or she, does what it takes to facilitate a project from beginning to end and, really help the creatives bring the project to life, bring their ideas to life. So, it's been a heck of a ride and I love it.
Man, well, that's cool. You know what? I envy you because for me, this is fun just being able to go see the sights and the sounds, but to be behind the scenes of, famous people and being able to put that stuff out there, you got to be really proud of what you do.
I love it. It's an awesome industry. There's a lot of BS you got to deal with, but just like any business. But I think overall, I much rather my life than thinking of myself maybe working in a cubicle on Wall Street or something like that. Not that that's not a good job, because I'm sure that's for a lot of people out there. But for me, I need a little bit more freedom, and I love our industry. It's a good mix of suits and creative people and creative minds, and I just love it. Every day's a challenge. Every day's different. Every project's different. Every client's different. For that reason, the variety and the creativity involved in everything, I really am attracted to it.
So, if somebody wants to get into doing what you're doing, videography and all that, should they go to accounting school first, or is there another path?
I don't think there's one set path, which is I would say what my personal story would sort of tell people out there, show people out there. It's there's really a million different paths to anything you want to do in life, especially in videography or production in general. Some people go to film school, some people don't go to film school. I didn't go to film school. Even my partner, who's our creative, our director, he didn't go to film school. I mean, there's other ways to learn and figure it out. But ultimately, I think if you have a passion and a drive within to do something and to succeed at something, you'll figure it out, no matter what it is.
So, reading between the lines, he said that maybe even I have a chance of being able to be pretty good at it.
I think you're ahead of the game. You're already a better interviewer than I am. And that's part of my job. So you're already partially a better producer in certain aspects than I am. So
Well, thank you very much. Flattery will go well. And let me, bartender, can I get a Bud Light, please?
Make that two.
No, that was for you, buddy. We
So
drink, Joe Booth, we drink rum.
We got. I drink everything. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying that. Yeah.
Joe Boo is always getting a
Yeah,
refill. here.
absolutely, absolutely.
All right, so he's going to be taking all kinds of pictures and stuff, and hopefully of taking all kinds of pictures. I got to remember to put the mic in front of my face, and hopefully of one Dallas Cowboy in particular. That would be great. And if I would also keep the camera on us. So one of these days, I'll actually have somebody who'll be behind the scenes that'll do this stuff. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.
So that's all we got going on right now. Right now, we're waiting for the crowds. Has it opened yet? Technically? Okay. So
Still early in the morning.
it's still early in the morning, and the crowds really haven't got here. I guess most people who are actually in Atlanta had a job. Today's Kids Day. Oh, it's only kids are allowed. Is that for the whole day? Oh, okay. Breaking news here at NFLX. Today, it's only Kids Day between 10 and 1 o'clock. So forget me telling you to hurry up and come down here right now. Unless you're a kid, you can't get in here until 1 o'clock. Okay. All right. After 1 o'clock, okay? 3 o'clock? I'm sorry. The Joe Boo Sports Report literally has been giving you guys bad information. So I'm fake sports news. I've been told it. So technically, this is only open. It's special for the kids between 10 and 1, and then it shuts down until 3 o'clock. Okay. All right. So come down at 3 o'clock. Actually, be here at. Trust me, guys. Listen. Be here 3 o'clock. I'm telling you. United Way. Come down 3 o'clock. Be here. If you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. Yes. Come down here 3 o'clock when it opens. Be here or be square. And also, don't forget, you have until 3 o'clock today to go ahead and enter. I'm telling you, $10 donation, great cause, character playbook, and an opportunity to be here this weekend. 2-night stay here in the Super Bowl, as well as club level seats. There's 2 of those packages going out. The odds are incredible. I'm telling you, incredible. Mark, I'll be your producer. Q, you know what? I need somebody to be my producer, man, because you know what? I just suck at this. Let me check the wires here and make sure that there's nothing else going on. Because you know with the Dallas Cowboys, there's always news, and this literally is a one-man show. We're going off the rails. All that every day. Bad information. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I thought this was actually over the weekend. It opened up 10 o'clock until 8 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday. Yesterday it didn't open up until 3 o'clock, and because we were here today at 10 o'clock, I thought it was actually open house for everybody, where they end up increasing the hours as the week goes on. So I didn't realize that this is just actually today. Kid Day. So they're bringing in elementary school kids and everything else to do something special for them. That's one of the nice things about the NFL that does. They do special stuff, and they actually do a lot of things in the community. The NFL gets a bad rap for a lot of things, and there are a lot of bad things about the NFL, but they also do a lot of good things as well. So with that being said, I've been on here for over an hour. We know that the camera works. We know the computer system works, so we're going to save the batteries. But tune in 3 o'clock this afternoon when the place is going to be jumping, and hopefully the place, I'll still be able to get a good Wi-Fi signal and be able to broadcast a special guest that'll be here. So as always, friends, I want to thank you guys for watching. Have not seen, you know what, I'm probably not going to have enough chance to be able to go through. I've thought about trying to go through their set, but we have a lot of stuff to do. Tomorrow we're going to be down here at 7 a.m. Again, doing some other stuff. So I'm not going to actually have a chance to go through the first take set this year. But let me thank everybody. I see Big Jazz. I see Johnny. I see Q. I see Q again. Thank you for the super chat. I see Katie Calls It was in here. I see Zeke. I see Mangrew, Big D, Lewis, and everybody who came on through. I appreciate all the support, but check us out 3 o'clock on. We will be back and having hopefully some great coverage. As always, friends, I'll see you soon.